Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Poke Hive. Today we are going to be reviewing CGC slabs. I just got a pretty hefty return myself and am enjoying going through it. I really have enjoyed CGC to this point, but now that I've used it with older cards, these are all 1996 to 2003 holographic Japanese cards. I can kind of get a feel on how they grade versus just brand new cards, and maybe get a better outlook for the future and how they may continue to rise over time based on the fact that they are very accurate and give legitimate grades. So I sent this set out about 2 months ago. Their turnaround time was 30 days. It has since gone up to about 60 working days, which is still 3 to 4 times shorter than PSA. Just to keep in mind, I just received a PSA return a few days ago, and within it, I got it in about the same time frame I sent this out, and these were $12 a card, or excuse me, $13 a card, whereas PSA was $64 a card, even through a discounted middleman. So this card is just to illustrate just one of their newer cards. I pulled this card myself. I thought with the centering it had that it was a 9.5 to 10 candidate. I do like that they have subgrades, I believe over 5, going to 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. So I thought it was gem mint. They returned it as mint due to some surface wear that obviously came straight out of the pack. The centering, as I suspected, was very clean on this, so I was hoping for a little bit higher grade, but that just goes to show you even brand new pack fresh cards with good centering still might not get you there. Another card that I pulled myself, just Charizards, just to show kind of as an example. We got a little bit less centering, but the rest of the grades were 9.5 to able to bring that up to a gem mint card. Despite the fact, ooh, that looks like some dust there. I thought that might have been some speckling. This card's a little bit older. This is black and white from Dragon Vault. Beautiful hollow artwork. I like this card a lot, but we got a 9.5 despite the centering. So English cards have always had a little bit more difficulty with getting accurate cuts, it seems like. So the centering, once, you know, one bad cut on a batch throws all the centering off. So those were all pack fresh cards that I received and opened. Now we're just going to come from the top and show you a few cards. No particular order. I did grab this one because it came from a Neo 2 file. Some of these were not coming out as 9s or 9.5s due to poor centering on these. These are definitely a tough one. There's usually some swirls on here, which is remarkable. This is a gorgeous card. So in a 9.5, I received another one back, I think at 2 9s in this 9.5. So definitely not mad about that. It's still a very high-end card. They're definitely getting some more love these days. Another one, this is a Neo 1 file straight from the pack. So in the files, they're not quite as protected as, say, maybe a booster pack. So getting an 8.5 for this kind of thing is very common. But all the rest of these that weren't from folders, came from one collection that I purchased. So I bought somebody's lifetime collection. They happen to have a lot of near mint to mint Japanese hollows. After I sold enough to cover the cost of what I paid for the collection, I just graded the remainder. So surface wear, they gave it an 8. You'll see that there's really not a whole lot going on there. So you'll see as an older card, this card's 21 years old, that there is still some potential there, despite the fact that they grade pretty difficult. So one thing I like about CGC, now this is 1996 base set. To get a mint plus or a mint minus on this card, just out of someone's collection, who knows how many times this has passed through other people's hands, that's absolutely fantastic. So one of my favorite artworks, I really enjoy Alakazam myself. The back, again, just looks very sharp. So that's a beautiful artwork, but I'm happy to see that despite their age, they're still able to get some higher end grades here. Now, what you'll notice is maybe some more consistency with lower quality cards. So this right here, for example, got a 6. Now I looked, And with CGC, unlike PSA, which does not give out their subgrades, with CGC and BGS, you can only get one grade higher than your lowest grade in the subgrades. So this got a Surface 5. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that looks really, really sharp. I don't know why. And then I looked and I saw in the corner one small bend, and that's all it'll take. So one small bend in PSA might give you an 8, might give you a 3, you know, so it's very inconsistent with them. It's hard to tell because there are no subgrades, despite the fact that you're usually paying more to get them back in a timely manner. So I really, really like CGC and how they're able to illustrate that and get them to you pretty quickly. So here we have a little swirl. We have a CGC 8 with edges being the lowest grade here. We'll look at the back real quick and you'll see more fluff. All right, so the back looks super clean. So a lot of these getting 8s, I kind of expected 8s or higher. I got a ton of 8s out of this. Ton of 8s here. But this card itself, I don't believe came in hollow in English. So I love this card. If I could get that in a 10, I would definitely scoop that up. But we have others like Tyranitar, 8, Misdreavus, and granted, these look like very sharp cards. So keep in mind, you know, they're 9s, 9.5s, 10s. I sent 200 vintage cards, all looked very good. I did not receive a single 10. So here we have a Houndoom 8.5. All of these looked really, really good while I shipped them. So beautiful, beautiful hollow pattern on this Dark Dragonite. Another 8 Dark Typhlosion from Neo Destiny here. And then a few others here. So like I said, this one came with the Charizard and the Neo 2 premium file. I like how there's a lot of hollow, a lot that could go wrong, but you have swirls in the hollow pattern as well. Just really, really pretty card. But straight pack fresh, you got a 9. So it's something where you don't expect to get necessarily a 10 every time. And so hopefully this review just kind of gives you an idea of how CGC operates, how their slabs look in hand. I'm a big fan myself. I like the fact that I can get my cards back relatively soon, so I'm not worrying about them quite as much. This is a banned card, one of my favorite cards, so just want to show that one off before I let you guys go. But if you have any follow-up questions, hit me up on Instagram at the PokeHive. I'm happy to entertain and help out any collectors that have any questions, or with any of the companies. I use all 3 companies. I'm really liking CGC myself after getting some returns like these. But if you have any questions, definitely hit me up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, please. I'd love to keep putting out good content for you guys. And the more support I can get, the better. But in the meantime, I'm about to have a huge sale selling off some of these cards. I love to show people CGC. No better way to do it than putting them in people's hands. So I'm going to be doing a huge sale and continue to promote what I believe is a good business. But until then, y'all have a great day.